Who is at fault? Nico or the University of Tennessee? Hopefully some of you OGs and members only can actually talk and address the poll question. And let's move on because we'll get back to the Kyron Lacey deal and all this other shit. But let's get into this Nico situation. The poll question right there, who's at fault, Nico or the University of Tennessee? Now, there's a lot of different ways to take this, and this is why I consider myself a real one, and I'm not just going to go for the bait. And I've heard and seen all the comments, all right? I've seen all the comments. JB, if it was Shedeur Sanders, you would have went in on him. Well, it wasn't Shedeur Sanders, and it couldn't be Shedeur Sanders because Shedeur Sanders plays for his daddy. So you can go about it if as a fifth, and we'd all be loaded takes all you want. But that was never going to happen because he followed his daddy. So, number one, I love how you guys always equate. Oh, if it was JB would have went in, but JB knows his daddy and played with them, so he's not going to talk about it. Well, I'm always going to talk about it. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. If you're right, you're right. But let's be clear. I want to know all from everybody in this chat who would actually just go out there with against one of their homeboys and talk about something that they don't know if it's true or not yet. And it's his homie. So I just want to be clear. I want to ask that question again, since everybody's so hot at me about giving a Nico take. If I've been around this kid since he was a little boy, and his daddy is my lifelong homeboy that played with me in college, why would I jump out for clicks and likes, since that's what y'all say I'm about, and talk shit about a dude that I don't know what the truth is yet? So you're telling me, let me ruin my homeboy's relationship to jump out ahead of the game and talk shit about something I don't know about? That's what you're telling me to do. I do it all the time. So how many homeboys that I grow up with that I come out here and talk about? See, that's why y'all don't listen. See, you guys don't listen. You don't fucking understand. I just said, if any of you in this chat have a homeboy he grew up with and is in the national news and went out and blasted him, please let me know who does that. Because I don't, and I'm not going to do that. But here's the issue. But I will be real all the time, and I'm always going to keep it real. So that's what it is. This Nico situation, there's a bunch of scenarios that we could take from it. And I want to be clear here. There's no one bigger than the team, and that includes me, blah, blah, blah. Josh Heupel said it. Here's what I want to be clear with. I've seen two scenarios here. I've seen two scenarios that defends Tennessee and defends Nico. And I want to be clear, and I'm going to tell the real. And if I don't feel that Nico and his pops have done the right thing, I'll say it. Like, you act like I'm just going to have bitch in my blood all of a sudden. No, I'm going to tell you the truth. But what I did was ask you a fucking question and nobody can answer it. But here's what it is. So this is one scenario, okay? And I've talked to several folks over the past 3 days about all this shit because people are blowing me up. And I've actually talked to Nico's pops and texted them. Here's the issue. Heupel has allowed, I don't know how many kids, second, third chances. Okay. And I'm not picking on Heupel here. I'm picking on everybody from Kirby Smart to Brian Kelly to Josh Heupel to everybody. Nick Saban's done it. How many guys have we defended and helped to get them to the yard to play the game? How many guys have we helped by turning a blind eye or sweeping something under the rug? So here's one scenario. This is the final straw, though, Josh Heupel. This is the final straw. I'm throwing it out there. Is this the final straw that you're saying? Oh, he wants more money. Now I'm booting him. So that's the guy defending the kid on this one. I'm defending the player. Listen, hear me out. Devil's advocate. You do know what I just said, right? We've had coaches defend and help kids every single day to keep them on their team. But now Nico wants more money and asks for more money. And that was the line that we say, enough is enough. Let's cut him. I'm just keeping devil's advocate. I'm trying to play this fair as I can here in this whole situation. I'm asking you guys the serious question. Like, that is a real question. So, no, right? We've been we've been defending guys for way worse than asking for more money to get us a win. Now, listen, he was supposed to possibly even opt out of a bowl playoff game. Let's be real here. I don't know about Josh Pate, and I don't know about all these guys that are going out on social media today, but they said, damn, we're going to see a guy opt out of a playoff game. Can anyone raise their hand and tell you and tell me who the first guy you heard say that there will be opt-outs in this 12-game playoff scenario? I'll wait. Because I know I'm the first one to say it, and everyone called me crazy. I know I was the first guy to say it, that you will see opt-outs in college football playoffs. I told you guys this years ago on this very show before Smitty joined us. So please go ahead and watch Josh Pate. You can watch whoever you want to talk about it today, but I've been saying this shit for years. Again, the more you add, the more money they want, and the more games you add, the more money they see that's getting made for these colleges, TV contracts, etc. And the kid's going to start getting smart and say, I want more money. It's not really hard. It's not a hard scenario to figure out. So that's what's happening. And now they're going to use that money for leverage to opt out of bowl games. They're going to use that money to opt out of bowl games. That leverage, they're going to use it. So Nico apparently wanted to opt out of a playoff game last year. And I want to be clear here. I want to be absolutely clear. However you want to rank Nico, as basically his last year was his real first true freshman year. I know he played in the bowl game as a true freshman after he didn't play all year. And then last year was his first year completely starting all season. We can say how mid he was or how bad he was or whatever you want to call him, all right? And he wasn't worth the money. Or he hadn't earned the money, whatever you want to talk about. The truth of the matter is he led a team in the SEC to the playoffs. Did he or did he not lead Tennessee to the playoffs? I'm just asking. And this is my proof. This is, again, proving my point when it comes to all your guys' self-gratification, instant gratification out there in social media. So I'm seeing bum, mid, bum. He's a bum. But if he didn't make the playoffs, what would he be? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Y'all never satisfied, homie. You'll never satisfied. And Chris, I'm going to get to you, I promise. No, he's not earned it. None of these cats have earned it. I've been saying this for how long, Chris? This is not a Nico issue. This is not a Travis Hunter, Cam Ward issue. These kids are being paid from high school $8 million to go to a college where they played at a mediocre high school level. Warren High School, by the way, is not Mater Dei or Bosco in California. They're a very average to subpar league here in Southern California. And you gave them $8 million to go to Tennessee. Chris, are you going to turn it down? Is anyone in here turning down $8 million that was given to them? I'm just asking you. I'm not. No one else is either. So let's be real. The part of the problem is the same thing I started the show with. This is cowardly. This is all coward. This is cowardly acts happening from the adults on down, and the kids are now the cowards as well because they are being taught how to be a coward. This ain't about football no more. These kids haven't earned shit. I stand on that every day. I don't care if it's my homeboy's son or not. These kids haven't earned shit. They're being paid off what you think they are worth. They're being paid off what you think they are worth. Keith, you're not very smart, fat fuck. Shut up. You're not listening then. So Let me give you some truth, Jamil Ridley. All you guys know so many facts. It's crazy right now. So many facts. You know so much. He started missing practice and blah, blah, blah. No, he was at the quarterback. They have a year in, year out quarterback meeting, team meetings. Every team and every group of their roster has this special meeting where the orange jackets, they go to these certain meetings and they have a whole discussion. Nico was there. He showed up as the negotiations or whatever the fuck you want to call them were still happening since, by the way, the playoffs. He's been having this for since the playoffs occurred. So, and I'm going both ways. I want to be clear here. I've dug deep into this whole thing, and this dude, Nico, apparently was not fulfilling his collective agreements. He wasn't showing up for autograph ceremonies or autograph showings. He wasn't showing up for half the shit that he was supposed to do for being paid the money that he got. So he was skipping all these NIL requirements. Again, this is when you go back to putting him on an incentive-based contract that I can take this money back if you don't fulfill your agreements. If you don't show up to the shit that I'm paying you on, guess what? We're taking back your money. So should this kid have showed up to all the agreements he's being paid for? Fucking absolutely, if that's what's in the contract. But you or I have seen the contract. So that is the issue. We're all out here allegedly talking about this whole scenario. These kids have been tabbed professionals now. You guys have tabbed them professionals. We have tabbed them professionals because of the money they're making. But what you don't do is understand that they're amateur kids getting paid more money than their own parents, and that is what is affecting this whole scenario. The kid misses practice. Again, that is a shitbird act, regardless of if your dad told you to miss or if yourself you missed. But as the player, as an adult now, he's 19, 20, Nico is, he should have known the difference between missing practice and not, regardless of the whole money scenario. Football used to be the main thing. Football was the main thing. You either played football or you didn't. We, though, adults, have created a scenario where the kids now is about money. It ain't about football no more. And you all during the weeks and the years and the months past will all say the same shit. JB, it's about money now. You got to get your money. Got to get your bag. So you all are cool with that. But now Nico misses because of money. And now you all are going against Nico. Right? Am I clear here? So every other day, though, you're all on the kid's side. But today you're not. Now you're on Hypo's side. Am I clear? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what I'm hearing? I just want to be clear here. Because I don't think a lot of you are realists in here. I don't think a lot of you are realists. I think a lot of you play the fence. You're gray area guys that if it's your fan base or your team, you go that way. If it's another team that you don't give a fuck about, you go that way. That's the fact. So let's just address that. You guys are fanboys of a particular team or school, and then that's how you guys will go. That's it. You're fanboys. I'm actually not defending Nico at all. So I don't know where you're hearing me defend Nico. Nico had, to some standards out here in the SEC, a bad year or mid-year, whatever you want to call it. He still led his team to the playoff, though, and I believe in a money collective bargaining era when high school and college kids are getting paid before they ever suit up, that a playoff quarterback in the college football era right now can shop around and ask for as much money as he wants. Have we not seen this already? Oh, it wasn't Tennessee fans, so you didn't care, right? You guys are comical, man. So when it happened with Will Howard and when it happened to all these other cats shopping around for more money, you didn't give a fuck because it wasn't your particular team. Is that what it was? Is that what I'm hearing? I'm just trying to hear. I'm just explaining the whole difference between this portal, this NIL, all the shit that's happening every day. I am not defending Nico at all because I'm the one that says, play the fucking game, homie. Am I not? Did Cam Newton not take my play the game, homie? Take? So I'm the one that says play the fucking game. Not don't play the game and sit out for money. Have you ever heard me say that shit? That's Smitty. That's everybody else on the chat, on the show. I'm the one that says play the fucking game that you signed up to play. Did I not? Have I not said that? Nico absolutely 100% of the time or should have showed up to practice. He should have fucking showed up and played the game that he signed up to play. He signed a deal before college started for him that said, I'm going to play the games at the University of Tennessee. And he's not doing that. So that's on fucking him. He should be fucking playing the game. Now, I don't know anyone outside of his pops that are in his circle that's apparently running the show. I don't know anyone else that's out there. I don't know if he has lawyers. I don't know any of that. All I know is that he didn't show up for practice and he's entered the portal. So this is my take. Play the fucking game. That's all I'm saying. I don't fuck with anyone that don't show up and handle their business, because if you're all going to say I'm grown because of what you're getting paid, then you better fucking show up and address the fact that you need to do the job that you're being paid for. That's the problem that y'all dismissing. These kids aren't being held to the standard to finish the job that y'all are paying them for. That's unfortunate, but the truth. These kids aren't being held. They're allowed to transfer in high school. They're allowed to transfer in college. Let's just address the fact of the matter. If you took the portal away, the NIL wouldn't mean shit and wouldn't matter. Because Nico would still be at Tennessee and having to fucking learn how to have some tough skin and compete. Would he not? If the motherfucking portal was dismissed and taken out, then guess what these cats would have to do? Honor their fucking contract. But everybody out here is disagreeing with me about the portal and dismissing the portal. Y'all are blaming the NIL. This ain't the NIL. This is the NCAA, non-caring assholes of America, who's created this shithole, and now you won't want to address it. The fact of the matter is allowing them to transfer at these particular times has allowed this particular subject to become a daily top topic, period. Because you don't take the portal away. If the portal didn't exist, there would be no issue, period. You would have relationships back in recruiting. I could recruit you for 4 years again. Once you sign with me, you're mine. And then we are going to handle this business collectively. If my head coach leaves during my 4 years, then I should have a one-time transfer. Period. That's just what it should be. For all you soft pussies out here who think the kid can transfer every single time and still get the same amount of money as a fucking coach should get, then I'm going to help you out. If your head coach leaves, you get a one-time transfer. If he don't, fucking stick it out and stay and fucking learn how to have some tough fucking skin. But the NIL ain't the problem. Y'all have already created the problem, and that's the portal, allowing these kids to transfer to 4 fucking schools in 4 years. That's the issue no one wants to talk about. It ain't the NIL. The NIL is not name, image, and likeness. That's the first problem. It's pay to play. And name, image, and likeness, as Ed O'Bannon, my good friend, once started, would have been based on jersey sales, video games, fucking whatever else they sell in the student store. You wouldn't have millions of dollars being put out there for a collective to pay for you only to be able to transfer 1 year later because you're not happy with the money or the contract. Guess what? How to end that? Take the fucking portal away. And then Nico's ass would have to sit there and fucking drop some nuts, wouldn't he? That's what the fuck would have to happen. His dad couldn't say shit or do anything. Nobody could say shit or do anything. He would have to sit there and compete and take it on the chin and understand, all right, this is the money I signed for. There's no development. There's no competition. There's no competitiveness. There's no fucking grown folks in the room telling these kids what the fuck's going on. And I'm going to be honest. You wonder why quarterbacks are mid as fuck? You wonder why quarterbacks are so shitty in the NFL right now? It's because of this. Instead of Nico getting with his fucking receivers at Tennessee and getting better this offseason and getting with his team in the weight room and building a rapport, he's worried about more money. And when you got kids worrying about more money, then there's a problem, Houston. There's a fundamental problem in America when we made it about money. Like, that's the bottom line. Football ain't about football no more, and this is not what college athletics were made to be. College athletics was not fucking put on this earth to create money for kids to go chase. It was to teach young kids how to be grown folks and chase the money. Like, I'm just trying to figure it out. We're giving these kids money before they ever earn anything based on their worth. Your worth is what you did at Warren High School in Southern California in a mediocre conference, and then you're going to go to play Alabama in the SEC, and you're worth $8 million? Fuck no. But y'all have allowed that, NCAA. You created this madness. So it ain't on the kid to turn down $8 million. The kid's going to take it every fucking time. Every fucking day, I'm going to take that money, and so are you. I'm not going to be a hypocrite and say I'm going to turn down $8 million. I'm going to go. No, you're going to take the money. The adults created this, not the kids, homie. We are the cowards. And we're creating cowards. Now, Nico is acting as a coward because of what we created. The adults have created cowards because we're fucking cowards, homie. We don't want to address the elephant in the room and tell these motherfuckers what the deal is. That's the problem. Now we got kids looking to transfer every single time it gets tough. But what do I know? I'm the asshole. I'm the asshole and blah, blah, blah. It's all bullshit. You guys are just fucking, you don't want to hear the truth. That's the problem. Sometimes you don't want to hear the truth. It's sad, but it's truth. It is what it is.